Casinos aren't what you might imagine, just setting up a stage with a few tables and inviting people to gamble. Far from it. A casino is a precision instrument, a machine specifically crafted to capture and extract human desire, built through the combined efforts of countless top psychologists, architectural designers, lighting specialists, and sound engineers. From the moment you step foot inside its domain, you've already fallen under its control. First, let's talk about the environment. Do you think all that glitz and glamour, that sheer opulence, is just for show? That's just naive thinking. The glaring lights, the high saturation colors, that's not just illumination, it's stimulation, a form of anesthesia. That kind of light makes you dizzy, your eyes blurry, stirring your heart, and making you subconsciously let your guard down. The air is filled with a subtle, almost imperceptible fragrance. Smell it long enough, and you feel lightheaded, as if walking on clouds. Your ears are bombarded with rhythmic background music, mixed with the clatter of machines spitting out coins and the excited shouts of gamblers. All these sounds layered together create a hypnotic soundscape that sends your adrenaline surging, yet allows you to sink into it unknowingly, forgetting where you are. The most insidious part is that you'll never see windows or clocks inside a casino. The concept of day and night is blurred here, even disappearing. You have no reference points, no reminders. You live entirely in the present second. Your phone. Many people silence at the moment they walk in, or simply have no inclination to look at it. You don't feel the passage of time. Hours flash by in the blink of an eye, while you might think you've only been playing for less than an hour. This sense of isolation completely detaches you from the real world, from your family, your work, your responsibilities. You become fully immersed in the game right before you. You're no longer that ordinary person rushing around in the real world trying to make a living. You've become the protagonist in this glittering dream, where every hand could potentially change your fate. Amplified by this environment, your inner desires are infinitely magnified. What might have started as just a trace of greed turns into a raging fire once you enter this place. Seeing others win money, that sense of excitement instantly ignites. The jealousy and unwillingness to lose deep within you. Seeing chips pile up on the table, that sight of material accumulation directly assaults your craving for wealth. Your subconscious impulses, adventurous spirit, desire for conquest are all activated. You start to feel that opportunity is right before you. Success is within reach. Casinos are also masters at creating the illusion that you can win. They understand human nature too well. They know pure loss won't keep people around. So, they cleverly arrange what's known as near misses. For example, on a slot machine, those three identical symbols almost line up. In a card game, your hand is just one card away from being the best possible hand. This feeling of just missed it is more agonizing than losing itself, and even more motivating. Your brain receives a strong signal. I'm about to succeed, I'll just try a little harder, put in a little more money, and I'm sure I'll get it. This repeated psychological stimulation and reinforcement makes you unable to stop, thoroughly hooked. Each near miss is like adding fuel to the fire of your desire. Not to mention those small wins. People who win the first time they enter a casino are often the ones who end up losing the most miserably. A little taste of sweetness is enough to make you feel like you're the chosen one. You've found the secret to gambling. Your confidence instantly explodes, you start ignoring risk, and you increase your bets. Your original stop-loss limit? Long gone, thrown to the winds. Just play a bit longer, keep the streak going. Won so much, losing a little back is okay. One more big gamble, and I'll completely turn things around today. All sorts of thoughts spin in your head. Every single one is a trap set by the casino. Then you start losing money. At first, just small losses. You'll think it's bad luck, and it'll come back next hand. Lose a bit more, you'll be unwilling to accept it, wanting to win back what you've lost. This is called chasing losses. The psychology of chasing losses is like poison. Once you're hooked, you can't quit. The more you lose, the stronger your desire to win it back. The bigger your bets, the higher the risk. Your decisions are completely controlled by emotion. Rationality? What's that? Can you eat it? You no longer bet based on probability or bankroll management. You bet based on feeling, based on that almost insane, desperate all-or-nothing gamble. This process is like being slowly dragged into a bottomless vortex. Every failure, every regret, will make you harbor a stronger desire for the next victory. You're not just losing money. You're losing your time, energy, dignity, and even your life. And the casino? It just sits on the side, watching you struggle with cold eyes, watching you sink, and then slowly takes your money away, bit by bit. Having talked so much about the environment and psychology, now we must discuss the casino's most core, most hidden money-making machine, the rake, or house edge. This thing is what truly gets you. It's far more important than your temporary luck or your ability to control your desires. Many people think gambling is a competition between players, or a win-lose situation between player and dealer. Wrong. Completely wrong. The real opponent isn't the person sitting across from you, or the dealer. It's the casino itself. And the rake, or house edge, is the casino's killer move, its trump card, to ensure it's always the winner. The forms the rake, or house edge, takes are varied and numerous, depending on the game. Baccarat. If you win the banker bet, you pay the casino a commission, usually 5%. Don't underestimate this 5%. It guarantees that, in the long run, even if the player and banker win rates are very close, the casino will make a steady profit without losing money. When you win, you happily take most of it, forgetting the 5% that was taken. When you lose, you're hurting over your lost stake. The invisible rake is the last thing on your mind. This 5% is the casino's unshakable profit. Blackjack. While blackjack seems like players have some strategic space, the casino's advantage, house edge, is reflected in the dealing rules and payouts. For example, the probability of the dealer busting. The payout for a player getting blackjack, usually 1.5 to 1. And some additional rules, like whether surrender or splitting are allowed. The design of these rules ensures that even if players use optimal strategy, in the long run, the casino still maintains a slight but stable win rate advantage. This is its house edge. Roulette. Roulette is the most simple and brutal. European roulette has 37 numbers, 1 to 36 plus 0. And American roulette has 38 numbers, 1 to 36 plus 0 and 00. But the payouts for various bets are set according to the ideal scenario of only 36 numbers, or 37 for European. That extra 0 or 00 is where the casino's advantage lies. If you bet on any number, the payout is 35 to 1, but there are actually 37 or 38 possible outcomes. Play long enough, this 0 or 00 will slowly eat away at your money. This is roulette's house edge. Slots. The rake, or house edge, for slots is more direct. It's reflected in the return to player, RTP. A slot machine might be set with a 90% or 95% RTP. This means, in the long run, for every $100 a player puts in, they will on average only get back $90 or $95. The remaining $5 to $10 is the casino's profit. You might win a lot in the short term, but as long as you play long enough, put in enough money, it will eventually take the money back according to this ratio. The key point is, the rake, or house edge, is hidden deep within the game rules. It's not like sales tax you pay when buying something, clearly listed there. It's reflected in the probabilities, in the payouts, in the game flow. When you're intently staring at the cards, the ball, the screen, you absolutely won't calculate how terrifying this small advantage is when accumulated. What's worse, casinos encourage you to play more and bet bigger. The more you play, the bigger you bet. The more money the casino earns through the rake, or house edge, and the faster. You think you're looking for opportunity, for a feeling of luck, for a chance to turn things around. But every bet, every shuffle, every spin is adding bricks and tiles to the casino's profit. The more you get into it, the faster you lose. To give an analogy, the rake, or house edge, is like a small wound on your body that's constantly bleeding. You might not feel the pain. You might still be busy fighting others, playing the game itself. But the blood is constantly flowing. At first, it flows slowly, doesn't affect your actions. But after a while, more blood flows, you'll get dizzy, weak, and eventually collapse. The casino's rake is that invisible wound. It doesn't care if you win or lose this hand. It just needs you to keep playing, and it can keep sucking blood from you. Many gamblers, including my former self, always cling to the hope of a lucky break, thinking they can counter the casino's advantage through skill, through so-called systems, or through luck. Don't be fooled. Those so-called masters or experts, even if they genuinely can win some money in the short term, cannot change the reality of the rake or house edge operating in the long term. As long as you're still playing within this system, as long as you're still betting, you cannot escape the fate of being subjected to the rake. Ultimately, the outcome for the vast majority of people is the same. Their money is silently and bit by bit raked away by the casino. The casino environment magnifies your desires, making you lose rationality. The casino's rake, or house edge mechanism, guarantees its long-term profit, causing your principal to drain away little by little. These two are mutually reinforcing. Desire drives you to keep betting, and every single bet is contributing to the casino's rake, or house edge. The deeper you fall, the more money you give the casino. This is a perfectly designed trap, a black hole that devours human nature. So knowing all this, is there no hope? Well, you can't completely rule it out, but you must possess inhuman willpower and clarity. First, engrave your stop-loss limit into your very being. This is not a suggestion, it's a command you give yourself. When you lose this amount, no matter how unwilling you are, no matter how big you think the chance of turning things around next hand is, immediately, right away, leave without looking back. The faster you leave, the better. The further you go, the better. Don't give yourself any excuses. Just 10 more minutes, one last hand, are all lies you tell yourself. Second, completely abandon the idea of winning money. This might sound discouraging, but it's the truth. When you go to a casino, treat it as expensive entertainment, like going to watch a show, buying a ticket. Set an entertainment budget. If you lose all that money, just consider it the ticket price for watching a movie. Hurt as you might, you have to accept it. Don't expect to get rich by this. That's an impossible mission. The moment you go with the mindset of, I want to win money, your desires will be ignited, and you're not far from danger. Finally, and most difficult, constantly remind yourself. The excitement, the stimulation, the piles of money you see right now, they're all illusions. That's not real life. That's a dream woven by the casino. In that dream, you might be a god of gamblers calling the shots. But once you wake up, walk out of the casino, you're still facing the self who lost money and dignity. Remember, the casino isn't here to give you money. It's here to harvest your desires and money. It relies on probability, on mechanisms, on the weaknesses of human nature within you. I've seen far too many people enter full of passion and leave with only an empty shell. They lost not just money, but also family, career, health, and the most basic dignity as a person. Their stories, each one, is a living textbook, all telling you how casinos step by step turn people into devils. Macau, it is indeed a charming city. Its gambling industry is world famous. But don't forget, those tall buildings, those dazzling lights, are all piled up with the blood and sweat of countless gamblers. Every gambler who lost everything inside is just a grain of dust beneath this glorious city. So, if you're still outside, definitely don't easily step inside. If you are already inside, then please remember these words I've spoken. Recognize the true face of the casino. Recognize the magnified desires within you. Recognize that omnipresent rake, or House edge mechanism. This might not guarantee you'll win money, because in the long run, you almost cannot win. But at least it can give you a chance to withdraw intact so you don't lose your life. Once you enter this place, you're like someone stripped away from the real world, placed inside a meticulously crafted bubble. There are no windows, making it hard to distinguish day from night, impossible to feel the passage of time, as if the world is reduced to just this gambling table, this machine in front of you. The fragrance filling the air isn't just for a pleasant smell. It's to make you relax your guard, perhaps even having a slightly stimulating effect, making you more prone to impulse. The sounds in your ears never stop. The clatter of chips, the jingle of machines paying out coins, the excited or frustrated shouts of the crowd, the looping background music. All these sounds, mixed together, form a continuous, intense sensory stimulation that keeps your brain constantly in a state of excitement, making it hard to think calmly. In this environment, even your deepest hidden desires will be pulled out. Maybe you just wanted to win a little by something, but then you see someone win hundreds of thousands or millions in one hand, and the greed in your heart instantly explodes. You think, why can they and I can't? That unwillingness to lose, that fantasy of getting rich overnight, are infinitely magnified in such an environment. Seeing the colorful chips piled up like small mountains on the table, that strong visual impact directly stimulates your craving for wealth. Your adrenaline surges, your heart races, your brain is a blur. Only the most primal impulse is shouting, charge, win, make all that money mine. Casinos are too skilled at playing with your psychology. They know if they just let you keep losing, you'll leave sooner or later. So they give you hope, give you a taste of sweetness, dangling you like a fish on a hook. That near-miss feeling can truly drive a person crazy. You clearly see you almost hit it. You were just one card away from a big hand, just one number away from winning the bet. This feeling of almost succeeding gives you a stronger stimulus than actually winning a hand. It makes you feel success is right in front of you. Just needs a little more luck. Just try a little harder. Put in a little more money. Next time it'll work. Your brain secretes dopamine, making you feel pleasure, reinforcing the false belief that persisting will lead to success. Then there are those small wins, coming for the first time, or after losing for a while, suddenly winning a small amount. That feeling is like walking in the desert for 3 days and nights, and suddenly getting a sip of water. It instantly brings you back to life. You feel like your luck has turned. You found the feeling. You've grasped the pattern. Your stop-loss limit, calmness and rationality, long ago washed away without a trace by that sudden wave of good luck. You'll want to strike while the iron is hot. Make full use of the luck/streak. Maybe even bet all the money you just won. To gamble for bigger wins. Because that little win makes you feel risk is no longer scary. Reward is king. The casino is too familiar with these psychological fluctuations. This is how it keeps you hooked, making you unable to stop. Once you start losing, that feeling is even harder to bear. Losing a little at first, you console yourself that it's bad luck. Losing a bit more, you're unwilling to accept it, feeling that as long as you keep playing, you'll eventually get some good hands, you'll eventually win back what you lost. This is the terrifying psychology of chasing losses. Your brain is completely occupied by the words break even. All your judgments revolve around this goal. You'll bet bigger and bigger, because the money won from small bets can't keep up with the speed you're losing. You start borrowing money from friends, from loan sharks, just to have chips in hand, to keep gambling desperately at the table. At this point, you are no longer a normal person. You are a puppet controlled by gambling addiction and unwillingness to accept loss. In this process, you'll also develop all sorts of illusions. You'll feel a certain table has good feng shui/luck. A certain machine is about to hit a jackpot. A certain dealer has a lucky hand. You'll look for patterns that don't exist at all, like streaks or alternating patterns, thinking these can predict the next outcome. You'll believe all sorts of sure-win methods, systems circulating online, and trusting your fate to these illusory things. The casino won't stop you. It even enjoys seeing you believe these. Because the more you believe in skills and patterns, the more you'll keep playing. And as long as you play, it makes money. Going a layer deeper, let's talk about the casino's social psychological environment. You're not gambling alone. Around you are all sorts of people. Gamblers like you with bloodshot eyes. Professional lenders in suits with expressionless faces. Many people end up having to beg them. And casino staff watching with cold eyes. When you see others winning big amounts, you'll be stimulated, thinking their luck can rub off on you. When you see others tearing their hair out from losing, you'll feel lucky you're not that bad off yet, or feel a sense of shared misery, feeling everyone is the same. Winning and losing is just how it goes. This group atmosphere makes it easier for you to rationalize your own behavior, feeling everyone else is playing, so it's no big deal for me either. Herd mentality is exploited to the extreme in places like this. Casino employees, from the security guard at the door to the dealers, to the managers walking around the floor, each has their role. Dealers repeat mechanical actions with expressionless faces, making you feel the game is fair and the process is smooth. Managers will observe the size of your bets and your state/mood, offering free drinks or cigarettes at the right time. Even when you're losing a lot, they might come over, pat your shoulder, say a few words of insincere comfort. These small favors make you feel the casino has human touch, as if they care about you. Don't be naive. All their actions, the ultimate goal is to make you feel comfortable, feel taken care of. So you're willing to stay in this home longer and lose more. Those free tea towels, even complimentary hotel rooms or meal vouchers, they look like rewards, but are actually paid for by the money you've lost. Any little benefit you enjoy has long ago flowed back into the casino's pocket at a higher price, through the chips in your hand. Now, we must return to the cruelest, most core issue, the rake or house edge. We briefly discussed how different games have rake/edge earlier. Now, you need to understand that this mechanism is the cornerstone that allows casinos to build those magnificent palaces. It's its ultimate weapon that guarantees profit regardless of circumstance, and ensures it never loses money. This is not just a simple transaction fee. It's mathematics, it's probability, it's an advantage unfavorable to the player, etched into the very core of the game. In blackjack, it's the slight advantage gained from rules like mandatory dealer busts and various payout structures. In baccarat, it's the commission paid for winning banker bets. In slots, it's the difference where the return to player, RTP, is less than 100%. In poker, specifically cash games where the casino takes a commission, it's the fixed percentage taken from the pot of each hand. This advantage might seem very small. For example, with basic strategy in blackjack, the house edge might only be 0.5% to 1%. Baccarat's banker win rate advantage is around 1.06%, not considering ties. And the player's is around 1.24%. European roulette is 2.7%. American is 5.26%. Slot machine RTP might be between 85% and 98%. The casino's profit is 100% minus the RTP. These numbers seem insignificant, but they are based on the foundation of long-term and large volume. The casino isn't gambling one hand to decide the win or loss with you. It's gambling thousands upon thousands of hands with you, an endless amount of time. With such a massive base, even a 0.5% advantage accumulates to an astronomical figure. For every $100 you bet, on average, the casino can earn anywhere from $0.5 to $5 or more, depending on the game and rules. How much do you bet in a day? 100, 1,000, 10,000, or even hundreds of thousands, millions? Add up all the money you've bet, then multiply by this tiny house edge, and you'll find that it's an astonishing sum. This is the most terrifying aspect of the rake, or house edge. It's silent and imperceptible. You lose a big hand. You'll feel the pain. You'll remember. You win a big hand. You'll be excited. You'll remember. But you won't notice at all that in every hand, regardless of winning or losing, a tiny bit of money, like quicksand, slips through your fingers and into the casino's pocket. It doesn't crush you all at once. It slowly, bit by bit, erodes you like a chronic illness. Imagine you're a restaurant owner, selling a dish that costs $10 to make, selling it for $12, making a $2 profit. As long as you keep selling, your profit is stable. The casino is this restaurant. Its dishes are various gambling games. Its cost is minimal, mainly maintenance and labor. Its selling price is the amount you bet. Its profit is that fixed rake percentage or house edge percentage. No matter which customer ate this dish, whoever won, the restaurant casino can earn that fixed $2 profit from it. Moreover, the casino will do everything possible to make you eat more dishes, make you eat expensive dishes. It encourages you to play more hands/games, makes you place bigger bets. Because the larger your betting volume, the more money the casino can rake away. You might win $1 million, but before and after that, you might have bet tens of millions or even hundreds of millions in total. In that betting volume of tens or hundreds of millions, even a 1% rake is hundreds of thousands or millions. You seemingly won, but throughout the entire process, what you contributed to the casino through the rake or house edge might far exceed your winnings. This is why casinos aren't afraid of you winning money. What it fears is you not coming to play. It fears you not betting. As long as you're sitting there, as long as the chips in your hand are constantly flowing into the tables, into the slot machines, it will make a steady profit without losing money. Short-term wins and losses are just negligible fluctuations for the casino. It looks at the long term. It looks at the total betting volume. Many gamblers' biggest mistake is just staring at the immediate wins and losses, fantasizing about becoming the person who beats the casino through luck and skill. But you are not fighting luck nor skill. You are fighting mathematics. A mathematical advantage unfavorable to the player, rooted in the game rules. This advantage, in the face of a huge volume of play, is unconquerable. Every time you bet, you are adding bricks and tiles to the casino's treasury. The longer you play, the larger the amount you bet, the more rake or house edge you contribute. Ultimately, this accumulated rake or house edge will be like an insurmountable mountain, crushing your principle, crushing your will, leaving you with nothing. Looking at it more deeply, the rake or house edge is not just a mathematical concept. It also affects your psychology because it's continuous and hard to perceive. Many gamblers, after losing money, always feel it's their bad luck or their skill isn't good enough, without realizing that the casino has already taken its due portion through its mechanism. This attribution error will make you more likely to find reasons within yourself. Then go learn more skills, look for better methods. And the result is sinking deeper and deeper into the quagmire of gambling, contributing more betting volume, allowing the casino to rake away more money. So, casinos will infinitely magnify your desires, lure you with lights, sounds, atmosphere, and small tastes of sweetness, making you willingly madly place bets. And its most deadly killer move is that rake or house edge mechanism hidden deep within the game rules. It guarantees that no matter how skillfully you play, no matter how incredible your luck, as long as you play long term, the final result is being slowly and completely devoured by it. Desire makes you rush in, the rake sucks you dry. This is the truth about casinos.